Overflows.
Nothing like sexual fulfillment. There is nothing like sexual fulfillment. Sex is one of the many techniques for fulfillment. It begins from outside. Sex is dormant yet frozen energy. Remember, energy can never be destroyed, only its form changes. Infinite dualities that were guiding your life up to now dissolve, merge, and evaporate, taking you to the state of bliss. Life that starts with birth through the merger of ovum and sperm can become the life of bliss beyond duality one day. Sex is the way to reach the light that you are, light that you have to explore within. Many new dimensions are added to sex act, like openness, intimacy, respect for one another, relaxed awareness, and meditativeness. Ultimately, you are light unto yourself, Buddha's dictum. This light comes through transformation of sex. This is my understanding of sex, but I have to begin the journey as sexual fulfillment because this is what you understand. This is what you understand. Take you deeper into the process. Only then there is every possibility for you to be light unto yourself one day. And when you are light unto yourself, you enter the eternal life of bliss beyond duality. There is nothing like sexual fulfillment. This is a statement at initial stage, more so in the beginning. Certainly there is a vast difference between your understanding of sexual fulfillment and my understanding. Therefore, I have to start using the terminology that you can understand and start somewhere so that you can understand easily. Otherwise, the purpose will not serve and no transformation will be possible. When light dawns into yourself, it works as energy deep within. The process of healing, nourishing, energizing begins. A process of and destruction, dissolution, and creation also begins. All that was once frozen and superficial begins to liquefy and finally becomes vapors and disappears in the outer atmosphere. Sex remains in each as a dormant yet frozen energy in the beginning, because sex is considered as a relationship, not as energy that it is. When sex is recognized as a form of energy, then it becomes easy to change it frozen from frozen to liquid and finally as vapors. Remember, energy can never be destroyed, only its form changes. Infinite dualities as conditionings that were guiding your life up to now begins to dissolve, merge and evaporate, taking you to the state of inner emptiness and finally to bliss. Life that started with birth through the merger of ovum and sperm becomes the life of bliss beyond duality one day as the process continues. Sex is a natural yet beautiful and vital life force that is inherently pure and immoral. Sex is neither moral nor immoral. Instead, it is amoral. And amoral is transcendence beyond the duality of sex as moral or immoral. However, its sacredness and joy had been corrupted by priests and politicians in many ways. Sex is something that should be experienced as a spontaneous, playful expression of shared energy between two persons, free from ego, jealousy, expectations, and all moral obligations. Remember, sexual energy can also be sublimated through meditation and witnessing, but that seems difficult for most. Certainly, whatever be the process, one follows transformation into a path for spiritual enlightenment, and deeper connection becomes the ultimate outcome. Sex is a fundamental life force available to mankind. It is pure, simple, and natural phenomena, not something inherently sinful or immoral. Sex is neither moral nor immoral. Instead, it is immoral. It is immoral, meaning it has no inherent moral or immoral quality, that its perceived impurity is stemmed from societal and religious impositions, not from the act itself. Sex is neither moral nor immoral. Instead, immoral. It is immoral. It means it has no inherent moral or immoral qualities, that its perceived impurity is stemmed from the societal and religious impositions, not from the act itself. Sex is a way of life. It is a way of living as well. A way to life of bliss. Sex is a fundamental aspect of human existence. It plays a significant role in the survival of a species and transcendence to deeper layers of one's experience. It plays a significant role in the survival of a species and transcendence to deeper layers of one's existence. It is also responsible for individual well-being. However, it is not the sole determinant of life or the only way to live. There are other ways also. But it is at the core and most widely followed without any deep understanding. There are other techniques like meditation, yoga, etc. For some, sexuality is tied to their identity, emotional intimacy, and overall health, contributing to a longer and more satisfying life. However, life encompasses many other essential elements such as purpose, relationships beyond sex, and personal growth. and personal growth. Therefore, individuals can lead a fulfilling life without engaging in sexual activities. However, sex remains the driving force for the continuation of human species, ensuring its survival through reproduction. A healthy, deep meditative sex life brings positive health, in, including improved cognitive function, enhanced memory, and even pain relief due to the release of endorphins. I emphasize on this again. A healthy, deep, yet meditative sex life brings positive health, including improved cognitive function, enhanced memory, and even pain relief due to the release of endorphins. Sex is well being. Sexual activity fosters emotional closeness and intimacy within a relationship. This strengthens bond between the partners. Regular sexual activity can reduce stress and blood pressure by releasing happy hormones. And these happy hormones contribute to overall mental and emotional health. These happy hormones that are released during the act of sex contribute to overall mental and emotional health. This can be the experience of those, some maybe, but sometimes you do get a glimpse of it. What are these happy hormones? The happy hormones are dopamine. It is known for pleasure and reward system. Serotonin, this stabilizes moods and fights any kind of anxiety. Endorphins, this is body's natural pain reliever. Endorphin is body's natural pain reliever, creating a runner's high. And oxytocin. Oxytocin is considered as love hormone. It is linked to bonding and deep connection. If you have such understanding, the act of sex can lead to a healthy, both physically, emotionally, and ultimately a spiritually fulfilling life. Enough for now, but the journey continues.